Yeah.
When you were broke and struggling and the world wasn't at your fingertips like it is now, did you ever envision this?
Yeah. But there was always a chance it was a dream and I was full of shit. You know what I mean? I always wanted to do this, but you can't grow up hoping to be a painter full time. That's like hitting the lottery. You know, like to do what I do to me is literally a lottery ticket, man. I remember being so broke that like I, wanted to get a construction job just to have a regular paycheck, and I thought about like I remember thinking like, what if this is the time I'm going to look back on as when I thought I was going to be an artist? I remember that closely. I remember doing like a lot of nefarious shit to, illegal shit to pay the bills, and thinking like, man, there has to be another way. There has to, I hope this isn't just a pipe dream. And then also in New York City in the late 90s especially, I knew so many talented people, and what are the chances that I'm gonna make it? Like, what are the fucking chances that out of everybody I'm gonna do okay? It was unlikely, man.
But you were surrounded by like Everlast and like some pretty...
Well, I became friends with Everlast after Kid Robot.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he was lining up to get my autograph at Comic-Con. I pulled him out of the line. I was like, what are you doing, But he was a big supporter of mine early on, collected my work early on. But prior to Kid Robot, it was pretty grim, man. And, definitely doubted myself a lot. And, the thing is, it's not an upward curve. It's like up and down, up and down, up and down, constantly having to kind of like reinvent how you're structured internally, how you're approaching bringing your work to the world and making a living. I've had to reinvent myself many, many times, man, because it's not just like, oh, I made it, everything's good now. It's like, it's not about making it, it's about keeping it.
Other than the random blessing of the universe, what attributes were that brought you from in this, crazy transition in life from really struggling for everything to kind of like being a visionary and being able to share your vision with people, which is such a gift?
Oh man, I just have like a rambunctious imagination. So everywhere I was always, brainstorming how we could do things better and bringing my ideas to the table. And to be honest with you, there's a huge dose of not giving a shit what people think, where I don't care what people think about this new idea I have. I'm going to try it. If I cared what people thought, I wouldn't be anywhere. So that's been a big part of it, is luckily being blessed with not giving a shit about what people think.
A buddy of mine and I, Remote Rock J, this other old 80s like graffiti artist from Boston, we were talking about seeing like, Shepard Fairey and Rise and all these Boston guys back in the day, and we were doing graffiti back then and just kind of felt embarrassed about it. I'm like, shit, if we were only like proud of it and like, let's start a crew, which a lot of people were doing back then, a lot of the clothing labels too.
Yeah.
Camilla Elke, 555 Soul. A lot of people became millionaires because they're like, this is a fucking style. There's some money here. A lot of people saw it. Shepard Fairey. It's like, we were going to Loft Party. He's not starving for anything now, but he's still living that same lifestyle, still doing the DJing, still has people drawing and giving stuff out at his party. It's still the same culture. He believed in it.
Absolutely, man.
Which is pretty crazy. Good and bad, what do you take from those tough times when money meant nothing, when this all was just a dream, when you were just that kid?
I think that, the bad is that, I was bitter. I don't come from money, my parents couldn't help me. So there was definitely some bitterness early on. I feel like part of my light was stomped out for good. You know what I mean? When you have to struggle that much, and in this country you get punished for being poor. So, bad credit, evictions, all this fucking shit, stains you. And I think
spiritually, the circle of hopelessness, and like you get,
and the downward spiral is fast. When, you miss rent and then you can't pay your phone bill, and now things are fucked. Now you're walking to the payphone to pay your electric bill. You know what I mean? The downward spiral happens pretty fast, and I think that part of me is gone forever from the years of that, which might make me more of a better fighter, and I can see the tough times coming further ahead and prepare for them better now.
Maybe more appreciative of just basic stuff too, which just wasn't there for you.
Yes. I mean, one thing I never stop being appreciative of is not caring how I'm going to pay for dinner tonight. You know, something as simple as that. Like, I don't have to worry about how I'm going to buy dinner, dude. Like, that is like a really great daily victory.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, the good of it is that it's made me know that I can trust myself in a crunch. I can trust myself in the struggle. So if things are about to get hard, it's like, all right, cool, man, flip the switch, let's fucking go. And then that's when the best of me comes out a lot of the time. So it's made me less afraid of what the world has to offer, especially when it comes to my work. If I feel something's not working, man, I got so much more where that came from, and I'm excited to go back to the well. And it's given me confidence on that level where I never have to worry. I never have to worry about being able to make good work and outdo myself or find something new and experiment and adapt. That's built in, and I know that just from those struggles.
Or afford a canvas or create this artwork, because it's not sketches, it's highly worked, takes hundreds of hours, takes a studio, you know, your vision takes a lot to create, man. Congratulations. Any final thoughts or?
No, man, I think that, like, you know, adversity and risk helps you find out who you really are. And, you know, we all know a lot of artists who are afraid to take that leap and don't realize that, like, on the other side of that leap is the universe rewarding you for taking the risk. And, you know, I've seen that happen. And, you know, in my life, I've had a few, like, near-death experiences, in car accidents or whatever the fuck, and seen my instincts kick in and do the right thing and save myself. And by being in dangerous situations, I've learned to trust myself, and that's made me more likely to take risks. They're more likely to pay off, you know. But, you know, at the same time, just keeping your head down and doing good work is the best thing you can do, man.
Awesome, man. Congratulations on your family and career and everything,
Thanks, man.
brother. All the
Appreciate
best, man.
you, man.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, dude.